Hi, my name's Sarah Gleason. I was born and raised in South Minneapolis and went to high school at Regina High School, which, as some of you may remember, was just a few blocks north of St. Joan here. And it was during that time that I started coming to St. Joan of Arc. After graduating from college, I joined the Peace Corps. I went to a country called Burundi, just south of Rwanda, where I worked for 2 years with farmers to build ponds and raise fish. And then I ended up spending most of the 1990s training Peace Corps volunteers in some West and Central African countries. And in Senegal, in West Africa, is where I met and married my husband. And first, it was in a Muslim ceremony in his family's home. And then about a year and a half later, we got permission from the bishop there to be married in the Catholic Church. We've been living in St. Paul since 2000, and I initially thought when we were going to be living across the river that I'd have to leave St. Joan of Arc behind, but I just couldn't do it. Even though I didn't know very many people at St. Joan of Arc, I felt comfortable, letting the tears roll down my face during Mass when we'd sing a song that somehow triggered my deep grief about poverty and powerlessness and violence and how it was impacting the lives of so many people around the world, abetted by the policies and resources and ideology of our own country. And I was at the time searching for a way to actually change things, to begin to move our country in the direction of that unfulfilled promise of a government of, by, and for all the people, rooted in the idea that all of us, whatever our gender or skin color or wealth, really are created equal by our God. And it was in that time that through St. Joan of Arc, I found Isaiah. And I have to say that since then, and particularly in this time of the COVID pandemic, that is the people and the promise and the possibilities of Isaiah are what give me hope. Isaiah is a statewide organization of congregations, mostly Christian and Muslim, as well as community-based organizations like child care centers and barbershops, working together to transform Minnesota into a place with a multiracial democracy that honors every person's dignity and with a caring economy that allows all of us to thrive. And it's a community organizing organization, which can be a little different than some other organizations like advocacy. It means that we invest in building relationships and in building the leadership of each person who gets involved, and that it's in that way that we build our collective power to make change. And we do that all really rooted in our collective values of community and human dignity, hope, abundance, and love. And I've grown with Isaiah for about 20 years now. I've grown in my ability to speak publicly about my faith and how it drives me into public life. I've taken on all kinds of new roles and opportunities, and I've seen how stepping into public life can transform people and can give them hope. And I've built a ton of relationships at St. Joan of Arc in the process. I'm currently one of the co-chairs of the St. Joan of Arc Isaiah Core team, and it feels like the right place for me to be. It's become clear to me in recent years how just incredibly important it is for us as people of faith, people who believe in human dignity, who know that in fact we are all one family, who know in our hearts that there is the possibility of another world. It's important for people like us to go public with our values. And I know that it feels hard when public life seems to be nothing but a barrage of attacks and scapegoating and fear and division. But I believe that many, many Minnesotans know in their hearts that we are all in this together. But I also know that if we stay silent, the idea that some of us are more worthy than others will win out. Fortunately, as I've learned, it's an awful lot easier when we do it together. And the experience of acting together is empowering and creates hope. As I'm sure we all do, I look forward to the day when we can all be physically together at St Joan of Arc. In the meantime, feel free to reach out anytime or join us for an upcoming Isaiah Coffee on Zoom. And in the meantime, be well, take care, and don't lose hope.